Look around and think how many new experiment stations have been built in your area in recent years. Arkansas rice farmers are partnering with the University of Arkansas to build a new research facility that will help growers improve irrigation efficiency, among other things. Dr. Tim Burcham discussed the project on the Rice Agricultural Sustainability Virtual Field Trip.
I want to talk to you just a moment about the water management aspect that was designed into this particular farm by myself and Dr. Chris Henry, the irrigation specialist for UADA. We wanted, again, to have ample water capacity. The 32-acre reservoir that we have here, the Languille River bordering the western side, and then the well that we're putting in gives us quite a bit of capacity. But we also wanted to have flexibility in that system, and that's what we've done with a valve network that's on the south side of the reservoir that, again, lets us mix and match the different sources of water. In addition, we have moved three-phase power into the reservoir side here. And so all of those pumps that are running our irrigation system will be electric three-phase, and the two primary ones will have variable frequency drives on there so that we can dial in the precise amount of water that's necessary, whether we're flooding the field up on zero grades or we're using it for row rice production. So tremendous flexibility with the irrigation system. The Northeast Rice Research and Extension Center, in its initial planning, we developed a plan so that we would have zero grade fields, which is what we're standing in today, as well as a number of fields that are graded to a tenth per 100 feet as well. We also have a field that's at 0.05 feet per 100 feet, and another field, 32 acres, that's at 0.03. So for the research components that are going on here at the Northeast Rice Research and Extension Center, we have a number of different slope topographies that we can work off of with regard to sustainable rice production. The field that you're seeing here, we have 110 acres of zero grade fields that are broken up into blocks, 6 different fields, so they're approximately 20 acres apiece. This gives us a great opportunity in the future to do larger block studies as well as plot studies on zero grade rice production. As you know, zero grade rice production is one of the best methodologies with regard to a water use standpoint. Typically between 14 and 19 inches of water is what's typical for zero grade rice production fields. As I'd mentioned earlier, about 311 acres of the 600 acres has been precision graded to a tenth of a foot. As you can see here, we've planted row rice on some of the fields here along Highway 1 so that we can look at conservation methods and nutrient management methods that will enhance row rice production for our Arkansas farmers. So we're excited about this particular concept for sustainable rice production. I'm standing in one of our 30-acre fields that's graded to 1/10 of a foot per 100 foot. So one of our steeper grades and also one of the deepest cuts that we have on the farm. When you look at this particular field, we go from about 0.5 feet of fill on the area that we're standing on now. And when we get all the way down to the other end, which is 2,000 feet at the other end of this field, we're at about, off of the native elevation, about 1.5 feet of cut. So we're seeing dramatic changes with regard to the soil productivity in this field, and hence this cover crop experiment that you see here. This is a cover crop experiment that was developed by Dr. Steve Green at ASU in conjunction with Matt Fryer with the division and Dr. Trent Roberts with the division. So we're so excited about this. In this particular cover crop, you see we've planted soybeans into the cover right now, but this field will come in next year and be followed by row rice production off of this cover crop. So this is going to be a wonderful study. Again, we'll follow this in 2022 with row rice production into the cover crop. So we're excited about this as a great sustainable rice production practice. I'd like to say thank you for joining me today at the Northeast Rice Research and Extension Center and talking about the rice sustainable projects that we're doing here at our particular station. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at the farm, learning a little bit more about our farm and the future opportunities that we have with regard to sustainable rice production here at the Northeast Rice Research and Extension Center.